Classic Rock 94.9 WMMQ. I am Deb Hart. With me today is Tom Constand. He is the president of the Brain Injury Association of Michigan. Welcome to the show, Tom.
Thanks very much, Deb. Good to be with you.
As I understand it, there are over 200,000 brain injuries in the state of Michigan, and those are just the ones that we're aware of.
That's exactly right. That's approximately 200,000 individuals living with a brain injury and their families dealing with it in the state. Huge number. It's a silent epidemic is what they refer to it as across the country.
And sometimes it doesn't always get diagnosed properly, right?
It takes a while many times for it to get diagnosed. For instance, our veterans coming home, many of them with either TBI or PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, It takes months, 8-9 months later, they start realizing something's not right. I'm not the person I used to be. Or many times their spouse realizes it. He's not the same individual that I married. That's when it gets brought out. It's not easy to detect. It's not like a broken arm or a broken leg. It's a little bit more complex than that.
It's always a joke that I don't remember anything and like a lot of things that I should remember. And I really think that I've had concussions from car wrecks, big head conks, even when I was a little kid, that have related to that. And I finally, you know what? I need to do something about this.
You know, Deb, you're absolutely right. I'll tell you a quick story. I was talking with an individual just a year ago and telling him about the manifestations of a brain injury, and he said, you know what? He said, my business partner hasn't been able to smell or taste anything for the last 8 months, ever since back in January. He slipped on the ice in the parking lot and hit his head on the cement.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, and so I said, have him get checked. That's a brain injury. I'm sure we all remember the days when we all played sports back in the day. I had my roommate played soccer, and we all laughed because he came off the field after a collision with another player. He said, Tom, where am I? How did I get here? And we were all laughing at him.
Right, yeah.
That's what we didn't know about concussions 30 years ago and how far we've come.
It really is amazing how far we have come. And I did get a chance recently to tour Origami, the Brain Injury Rehab Center in Mason, just down the street from the radio station. And what an impressive facility. I was blown away by the stories of some of the people and how far they've come in there. Like the story of this one young man who was riding his bicycle. He was, I don't know, late teens. He just graduated from high school. He was riding his bicycle on the way to a job interview, and he was hit by a semi. This poor kid didn't have one broken bone in his body, but he had a significant brain injury, and it's taking him years, and there's so much frustration around it when people look at you and go, well, you look fine. What's wrong with you? Yeah. The work that Origami and some of those institutions across the state, those centers across the state are doing is so impressive, and just even being able to recognize it now where, again, 30 years ago, we didn't.
Deb, you're so right. How fortunate this individual is to be at Origami, and that's just one of so many rehabilitative centers and programs and services that we're fortunate enough to have here in the state of Michigan. They're all across the state. In fact, we have the most what they call CARF, and CARF is an acronym. It's kind of like the Good Housekeeping Seal of Approval nationally for rehab facilities. And Michigan has the most accredited facilities of any state in the country, by far.
I'm talking with Tom Constand, the president of the Brain Injury Association of Michigan, and about how they're serving the residents of Michigan and their families. Now, if someone in our audience is like, oh my God, I think so-and-so, my coworker, my family member might have a brain injury that hasn't been properly diagnosed, what do they do from there?
The first thing they can do is call us at 1-800-444-6443. We are the conduit organization between those that have or suspect they might have a brain injury and that vast network of programs and services that we have here in the state. So we can put that person on the right track and the right path to recovery.
Now, you have an event coming up Friday night at the University Club in Lansing. Tell people what Rockin' for Rehab, this 80s celebration, is going to be all about.
It's a blast. Every year, Dr. Robert Fabiano, Dr. Fab as we call him, and the Off the Couch band, that band that he put together, he conducts this fundraiser for us every year, and it's just a lot of fun. It's going to be a gathering, and this year we're going to celebrate the decade of the 80s. It's going to be Friday, 7 o'clock to 11 o'clock at the University Club. Tickets are $65, and they can call the Brain Injury Association, go to our website at biami.org, or call that 1-800 number that I told you for tickets. And just have a great time and help raise money for the 20 chapters and support groups that the Brain Injury Association has across the state, including the chapter right in Lansing, which Dr. Fabiano was a part of. He's a facilitator for that chapter. So it's a terrific fundraiser, a great time for a terrific cause. And I encourage people to come and help us fight the fight and help people battle this insidious disease. And brain injury is a disease. It lasts. It's not something that you get cured with and it goes away. You live with it, manage it for a period of time. Come to the Rockin' for Rehab event and help us raise money for this great cause.
We'll have all those details online at WMMQ.com, and there's a link on the WMMQ Facebook page. Tom Constand, president of the Brain Injury Institute of Michigan, thank you for your time and good luck with your benefit Friday night.
Deb, thank you so much. I appreciate it.